Welcome back to my channel. My name is Dylan James, and I'm a mindset coach that loves to specifically focus on relationships. However, I'm not just limited to helping you with relationships. So if there are other areas of your life that you're looking to create peace, harmony, or abundance in, then feel free to reach out to me. Remember, life is not happening to you. It is happening through you. The circumstances do not matter. When you become the change you seek to experience, you will experience change everywhere you go. You are showing the world how to treat you based on what you believe and feel about yourself at a core foundational subconscious level. And you are creating your reality based on the value and the meaning that you assign to the things that are going on around you. So if something pops up and you say, because this occurred, you guys, I say this every day, okay? Because this occurred, it means it's impossible. If you define it that way, you're going to see that it perpetuates in that cycle. You might hear Apollo playing in the background. But you can just as easily go in the other direction and say, you know what, the word impossible literally says I am possible. So I'm going to start working on my beliefs and feeling better. And you will see that as you change the context, the observation, how you are really characterizing and assigning value in your reality, as you change that, a change actually starts to occur for the circumstance. Today, I want to talk about maintaining your manifestation. And this can apply to work, money, specific person, pretty much anything. I'm going to go from the scope of a specific person, though, because that's what I generally talk about on my channel, but it applies to everything. Okay. Now, what I have seen online before, I don't want to affirm this present tense, I'm going to say it before, okay, is people that get their self-concept in alignment, and then their person starts showing up and treating them the way that they desire, and in a way, they kind of regress back into the old self-concept and start to get kind of mixed match results. Okay, so I want to make something really, really clear here. Okay, you are your number one priority. Okay, so a relationship is not a defining factor in your life, it's a complementary factor to your life. Okay, so when you are the number one priority, when you are prioritizing your well-being, when you are prioritizing your state of being, when you are prioritizing your happiness, the love that you're creating within yourself, the stability, the security, when you show up as that version that is really living your best life and consistently engaged and feeling good and doing things that feel good for you, that relationship complements where you are. It is not the defining factor for where you are. It complements where you are, okay? So a huge portion of making this self-concept shift is to recognize that you have to consistently place the focus on yourself. And I want to talk about letting go here, okay? Because this is very correlated to living in the end. When something is done, okay, you don't need to think about it anymore. You can let it go. And it seems like before people had issues with this because they feel like, if I let it go, if I stop thinking about my person, if I don't do something to make this happen, is it going to manifest? Okay, the circumstances do not matter if there is no contact. This is manifestation, you guys. It's very real, okay? So even if you don't believe what I'm saying right now, apply what I'm talking about here and you're gonna get results. But if you're gonna spam the chat with this, you're gonna get blocked, okay? So back to the point, okay? When you become the number one priority, when you let it go, okay, that is where you get the movement. And so it seems, like I was saying, it seems like people struggled with this because they think, well, if I don't think about my person, or if I don't put anything into it, is it going to manifest? Yes, it is. That's actually when things manifest. So I want you guys to reverse engineer your process and look at the things that have manifested. The things that manifest very quickly, those little passing thoughts, or like when you think of somebody and they call you, it's because you don't care. So when you get into the space of not caring, that doesn't mean you're not going to get your manifestation. That means that you normalize it, okay? And you are placing yourself on the pedestal. And that's what's really, really important, because when you start getting your manifestation coming into your reality, if you switch from placing yourself on a pedestal to focusing on the person and how they're showing up and what they're doing and trying to manipulate them or change them or feel like there is a problem, you have lowered your state of being and you're focusing on something that you don't want to experience, which is going to perpetuate it. So what I'm essentially telling you is to stop caring about the person like they are somebody that is just like a god in your reality that you can't live without them, let it go. Know that it's done. It's okay. Yeah, I have an amazing relationship. It's stable. It's secure. We're trusting one another. We're always here for one another. I don't need to worry about it. I can go do other things with my day that feels good. And it's through this consistent prioritizing of yourself and feeling good that that's going to get mirrored back to you in your relationship. So when you start focusing, like when they start showing up and let's say maybe some of the old self-concept starts to manifest, or they're doing something and you're like, why is this happening? How do I make this end? You don't do anything. You keep placing yourself on the pedestal, okay? Because when you feel good, when you feel love, when you prioritize yourself, your reality is going to reflect that back to you. You can't get mixed up on this and be like, go into this process and start feeling good and building these good beliefs, and then they start to show up, and then all of a sudden you drop that and you start focusing on them and feeling like you need them there to show up in a certain way for yourself to feel good. You have to have this level of detachment. You have to normalize what it is that you're manifesting. So like I said, this applies to money or anything. So if you're manifesting a large sum of money and then the money comes in, the opportunity comes in, and then you're just like so focused on it and excited about it, that's not normal for you. So you're going to start to experience some discord in your reality. You have to have this air to you of realizing that it genuinely is not a trying process. Okay. And I talked about this in yesterday's video. When the beliefs get in alignment, your body is going to autonomously show up and do those things for you. Okay. This is like your brain is like a program, or it's like a machine that just runs a program. And so when things start manifesting, you want to keep doing what you were doing that manifested it, which means you place the focus on yourself. You place the focus on yourself. It has to stay on yourself. When you prioritize yourself, you're going to get prioritized. It doesn't matter what they're doing. And I want to make that really clear here. Okay. When you accurately apply this, when you accurately apply what I'm talking about on my channel, I'm saying, go to it's done with what you're manifesting. Don't worry about it, and go do what feels good. Work out, meditate, stretch, do work, do whatever is enjoyable, take a bath, go for a hike, indulge yourself in that feeling state that you would have if you had what you wanted. So if you had what you wanted and it was normal in your life, you wouldn't be thinking about it or worried about it all day long. You would just be living your best life, feeling really good. And so that's what you need to align to. You need to stay there, and you need to keep the priority on yourself, because if it shows up and all of a sudden you're getting thrown off by what they're doing or what they're saying, or you're trying to change them, you have dropped your focus from yourself and you've placed it on the person. Okay. And I sent out an email to a client about this today. Okay. So I'm just going to read what I wrote in this email. Okay. I said, you have seen manifesting work, and it seems like you are getting knocked down because you are over prioritizing them or waiting for them to show up properly. It's you. You need to show up properly each day for yourself. You need to prioritize yourself and really see how amazing you are. Drop them completely. Feel good doing that, because it's absolutely necessary. This is something that I see as an issue in the manifesting community. And I'm going to say this past tense, the whole, if I stop caring about them or drop it completely, how will I get what I want? Number one, dropping it completely will give you an immense amount of relief. Your feeling state matters. So if you're disturbed by something, instead of trying to manifest it, you want to start doing what feels better. You want to take the focus off of it completely. Number two, it will allow you to completely focus on yourself, which I just said. And number three, this is necessary for manifestation, okay? So living in the end is essentially the same as letting go, okay? So you want a couple, hey, baby, come here. I know you're really playful right now. Apollo wants to play so much right now, okay? So somebody just asked, can we think about them, love them, and wish to be with them while not putting them on a pedestal? Yes, right? So obviously you have a desire, right? You have a desire for somebody. But the difference here with when you're actually living in the end and you're dropping it is the desire is not overbearing, okay? It's like, oh yeah, of course, I have this person that I love and that's normal for me. And so I'm going to indulge in this thought when it feels good, and then I'm going to drop it and keep moving on with my day. You can't fake this stuff, you guys. So if you're telling yourself that you're dropping it, but all day you're waiting for text messages, or you're looking out there to see what they're doing, or you're reacting to circumstances, your focus is not on yourself. Okay. When the focus is on yourself, that means I can go do anything that I want today. I'm going to prioritize myself. I'm going to make a to-do list and get a whole bunch of things done, and I'm going to feel freaking amazing. And I don't even need to worry about that person because it's done. No matter how they show up, because it doesn't matter how they show up. You're not getting anything from them. Okay? Like what I said at the beginning, okay? Your relationship is not a defining factor in your life. It's a complementary factor, which means I'm not gaining love or stability or security from my relationship. I'm creating it within myself and sharing it in my relationship. That it's complementing where I am. And so if you're looking to this person to show up in a certain way for you to feel love, for you to feel stable, for you to feel secure, for you to feel chosen, you're going to stay in a looking state. You have to become that for yourself. Always, 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 always. You don't just do this for a little bit and then get results and then go back to placing them on a pedestal and looking and checking what they're doing constantly and waiting for them. No, it doesn't matter what they're doing. Okay, so if they're not showing up properly, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to go do whatever else I want with my day because I'm the number one priority. I should prioritize me feeling good. I should prioritize me feeling love within myself. I should prioritize me having confidence and me also being confident in my ability to create the relationship that I deserve, which means if I'm so confident that I can have the relationship I deserve, I don't need to try to make it happen. All I need to do is continue to be myself. Myself is enough. So the more that I prioritize myself and I feel good within myself, that is going to naturally manifest the relationship. There's nothing to check. There's nothing to worry about. It doesn't matter what they're showing up and they're saying, because when you prioritize yourself, you're going to be feeling so good that it becomes irrelevant. They're just complementing your life. They're not the defining factor in your life. And you need to maintain that always, because if you fall into this need or attachment for them or worry or doubt or fear, and you're overanalyzing text messages or looking at their story or trying to post things online to get their attention, and you're telling yourself you're living in the end, you're not. You're still placing them on a pedestal, okay? And so this is where doing the affirmations at nighttime is very, very important, because the affirmations that I have you guys all listening to is you putting yourself on a pedestal. I believe in myself. I'm worthy of love. I'm creating love within myself. I'm feeling stable. I'm feeling safe. I'm feeling secure. I am believing my ability to achieve absolutely anything. I'm enjoying my day. I'm worthy of abundance. I'm worthy of love. I'm worthy of anything that I want. Money is the easiest thing to manifest. Love is the easiest thing to manifest. My relationship is effortlessly stable. There's nothing I need to do to make it happen. When you get into that state of being, when you actually genuinely get into that state of being, you're going to notice that the need for the person and the attachment drops. Go into that. Don't be like, wait, I feel like I don't want them. Is this bad? Am I still going to get what I want? Yes, you are. So stay there, because that's really important. You need to drop the focus on them and the old circumstances. Okay. You have to drop it, which means you're going to go into a new space where the need and the attachment is gone, because it becomes normal for you. Okay. And that's the thing. You are the number one priority always. It doesn't matter what they're doing. It doesn't matter what they're doing. So what you want to do, if you have resistance, okay, so you're sleeping with affirmations on at nighttime, okay? So somebody just wrote here, it's been 5 years of trying to manifest my specific person. The reason why it's taking you 5 years is because every day you are waking up and focusing on them. When are they going to show up? When's it going to happen? You're trying to convince yourself that this person wants you and loves you. You're sitting here each day feeling anxious about it. You have to drop the circumstances, which means this person is not the source of my joy and love. This person is not the source of my joy and love. I am. So what can I do today to feel joyful and loving and let this go completely and know it's done? When I say know it's done, that means you don't need to focus on it anymore. And you just go and do what feels good. And that's when things manifest, you guys. Manifesting is not a trying process. So if you're sitting here trying to convince yourself every day that this person wants me and they love me, but you're feeling like crap and you're not taking care of yourself and you're feeling stuck in life and you're waiting for something, you're going to get more waiting. And so a huge part of this is it's done. Let me go do anything else. Okay. And you have to stay in that state. You have to stay in that state of continually placing the focus on yourself. Think about this, okay, for a second. This is where like society is kind of programming you in a negative way, because there's this whole narrative that love is this need and this attachment and this constant want for somebody. And if they ghost you or if they don't talk to you, they're a horrible person. It doesn't matter what they do. You're not getting anything from that person. The only way you are going to manifest the relationship that you want is when you manifest the best relationship with yourself. When you stop waiting on everybody and everything around you to make yourself feel confident, loved, and chosen, when you just say, fuck all this, I'm going to go enjoy my day. I'm so fucking done with this. I'm not waiting for anything. I don't really care. I'm going to build the best beliefs about myself. I'm going to go work out and feel amazing. And that thing over there, that's done. That person totally wants to be with me. I don't even need to worry about it. And you genuinely step into that energy and you maintain it. So when they show up, that doesn't mean all of a sudden you drop all the things that you were doing and you focus on them and you try and psychoanalyze their behavior and figure out what they're doing and why they're saying what they're saying. It doesn't matter what they're saying. You're creating your reality, meaning if you feel like, oh my gosh, they're not going to commit to me. How do I make this happen? That's because you don't feel worthy of commitment. I could get a million no's. I don't need your yes. I don't. And this is kind of I think I picked this up in selling because I used to work in retail. And it's like, if every time you get a no, you feel knocked down and like it's not going to happen for you, you're not going to get the sales. It's just not going to happen for you. You have to, on a consistent basis, recognize that it's not coming from anybody but you. So if every time you get a circumstance thrown at you or something going wrong and you take it to heart and you feel like, I can't do this, this is not working for me, you're underestimating yourself. And you're also placing the focus in the wrong space. The focus should always be on, wait, I'm fucking amazing. I'm going to go do anything else that I want today. I'm going to entertain the best beliefs. I'm going to really take care of myself. And I don't even need to worry about that. It should be an expansive, fun process. It should not be a dwelling, trying to convince yourself that something is occurring. It's about really stepping into prioritizing yourself and valuing yourself. And think about it. When you prioritize and value yourself, your person can now come in and prioritize and value you. And then the key is to continue with prioritizing and valuing yourself no matter what they're doing, because you were fine before them, you're going to be fine after them. That's the kind of energy that you need to be in. Okay. And when you sustain that, you're going to see that you actually will manifest the circumstances to change. You will. And I just want to reiterate again, you can get to a space where you feel like you don't care about this person and you let it go completely and you can still get what you want. It's actually necessary for you to get to that space of letting go. That's what living in the end is. Living in the end is, I don't care. I don't need to worry about this anymore. It's done. Go into that and stay there, even if they manifest, even when it does manifest. Because like I said, you're not getting anything from them. Okay. So that's what you guys need to do. Can I use these concepts to be sure that I win my custody battle? Yes, you can. And so the thing here though is you guys, okay, so instead of affirming I'm winning the custody battle, I'm winning the custody battle, I'm winning the custody battle. That is not how you manifest it, in my opinion. How you manifest it is you get the beliefs in alignment of, I am always supported. I am always experiencing justice. I'm always experiencing clarity. Everything is working in my favor. I'm always in a peaceful, relaxed, and knowing state of being. I am a winner. Okay. You get those beliefs in alignment. You take the whole focus off of the custody thing and you go enjoy your day knowing that it's done. And you continue to feel good and you prioritize yourself. That is how you manifest anything. You decide what you want. You go to it's done. You observe yourself and see where you are in your belief structure according to that thing. Okay. If you need to adjust some beliefs, you adjust some beliefs, sleep with some affirmations on, and then during the day, you just feel good and you know it's done. And you prioritize yourself and your stability. That's it. It really is that easy. You will see that some way, some shape, somehow, your reality will conform to give you that thing. But it's not going to be through this hyper focus and trying to convince yourself something and dwelling on it all day long. There has to be a huge degree of letting go and choosing to prioritize feeling better. And whatever that looks like for you, that is. For me, I'm an athlete, okay? So for me, if I have resistance to something, I really start to get myself on a very strict routine. Okay, I get very observant of my behaviors. And I cut out any needing behaviors. I cut out any lack behaviors. And I prioritize working out. I prioritize doing meditations and feeling good and writing my to-do list each day and just really remembering who I am. I was fine before this thing. I'll be fine even if it's not here. Let me get back to that space of really feeling good within myself and not to stress about this because this is done. And every time that I've done that, okay, it's worked out. So that's the thing here. You have to, whatever that is for you. So if you're a swimmer or if you're a dancer or if you're an artist or if you're a singer or if you like to sew or whatever it is for you, it's done. The thing that you're manifesting is done. Get the beliefs in alignment and just remember who you are. Before all of this happened, get back to that space that you were in where you were happy and joyful and loving and trust that that thing that you want is done. You can achieve absolutely anything. You're not going to try and figure out how to achieve it. You're going to remember who you are and allow for it to come to you, and it will. Okay? And then you maintain that. So when it comes, you don't fall out of prioritizing yourself and place the focus on the thing. You don't get super excited that you manifested a whole bunch of money or the person. You think, wow, this is normal. Why? Because I deserve it. And so because I deserve it and it's normal for me, I'm going to keep doing what I was doing, which is prioritizing myself and feeling good. This isn't about being narcissistic or condescending or cocky. Okay. I'm not saying to treat people like they're nothing in your reality. I'm saying that you just need to adjust where your focus is. So even if undesirable things are popping up, instead of feeling like it's happening to you, just realizing, oh, I have the choice to literally not give a fuck about this. So I don't need to worry about this. I'm good. And I'm going to go in this direction and feel good and know that I get what I want. And as you don't give your reality any resistance and you stay in that energy, you're going to see that creates. Okay. All right. Beautiful. I love you all so much. You got this. Okay. Really listen to what I'm saying. It should not be a distressing process. When I say you have to drop the notion of circumstances, I'm not saying that temporarily. I'm saying it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what's going on because you have the choice to place your focus on yourself and decide to feel better. So consistently place the focus on yourself and decide to feel better. That's it. And know that whatever you want is done. Stop looking to your external reality to feel better. Decide and just keep aligning there. And you will see that your reality will conform as you keep the focus on yourself. Okay? Alrighty. I love you all so much. Have a beautiful day. And I will see you all later. Bye.